Hello. How is everybody? Sorry I'm late, guys. That's 3 minutes. That's a long time to be late. But hopefully you're having fun. Happy first love, Christine. Thanks for being here. Angela. I was going to get my mirror and be like the romper room lady. But then I didn't. So and now I ruined the joke, so I can't even do it another time. Lucky. And if I don't know what I want, can I still have some? Maybe you're supposed to be the person giving the people what they want. How about that? Just swing it that way. Do, 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 do. Callie's being weird today, so look out. She's very vocal. That's rare. Oh, can you hear her? Oh, it hurts my heart when she cries like that. She used. Can you hear her? Oh, my baby. Victor, come on, new comments. Load. There we go. Millie, Kim, Heaney. Oh, what's going on? Oh, hide her current comment. Okay, where did it go? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm just clicking stuff, and oh, now she's digging on the door. Clearly, she loves her mother and wants to stay here. And I don't yell at her, just for the record. She doesn't usually need yelling. She behaves herself. She's the type of cat that I can go, Callie, can you stop doing that? And then she usually does, except for when she's digging in things. She likes digging in things. Yes, I was a cat today, and that's also why I have like not a stitch of makeup on because I took it off as soon as I got home. And walking home, I am like, wow, everyone's so nice and smiling at me. Like I had countless people, most people that I saw smiled at me. And I'm like, everybody's so friendly today. And I'm like, oh, I'm dressed up, right? That must be why. But yeah, I just did it with liquid eyeliner. I don't think that's how that works, Victor. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little confused, but I don't know. Maybe you're a little confused. Oh, what's happening here? Maybe he's not hearing with my ears. So yeah, we have to. Well, not have to. We can. We have the option of dressing up for all 3 days over the Halloween week for our customer appreciation days. So that's why I dressed up today and tomorrow and on Friday. So that's fun, at least. Although, should I talk about this? It's going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to hide. I think it's okay. So one of my coworkers dressed up as a superhero, and his costume left nothing to the imagination. And it was. And then he allowed us to take pictures, not like just of him, like in a creepy way, but like we had staff pictures done. And oh, is that better? Is that better? Okay, tell me if that's better. I put on the noise canceling thing too. I can shut that off if this isn't better, but I also had it pretty low, so better? Yeah? Okay, good. I could turn it up more if it could be better yet. I'm just like not even halfway. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. But good. And also, if I'm ever echoey, like tell me too, because there's like an echo thing on there that I don't always remember to shut off. So, that would be weird for just a regular live stream. Mary and Karen. I don't think I said hi to Karen yet. Or Laura. No, Laura was first. she got first love, didn't she? I sorry, I oh no, Christine got first love. Yeah, we won't talk about my memory today and my brain power. What's wrong, baby girl? You know your mother loves you. Come. Oh, look, everybody can see you. You're beautiful. With the backdrop of the lamp? Oh, how wonderful. Just perfect for a goddess like you. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah, come show everybody your beautiful face. Okay? Yeah. Oh, come here. Oh, honey. Oh, my honey. Look, you would like to meet everybody? Look at her little bikini. She's got a little booby, little bikini there, and a little bikini there. And that's her only white spot. It's not like her sister. And this is my baby. One of my babies. It looks like she's even more electrifying than Tulsi. Please and thank you. Uh, okay, so yeah, so Kelly also disconnects and she disconnected both. That's very magical, both the audio and visual. And do. Okay, I'm back here. And I apparently did it because no cats were around. I almost said no other cats were around, which I guess is accurate today. And I walked away and came back like when I was just starting up the stream, and my presence apparently affected it. So do. I can turn it up more too, because it's halfway. So I just don't want to blow out anybody's eardrums. Is Scotty here? Did he just like demand I come on and then not show up? Where is he? Oh, I can look because I can look on no, on YouTube. I think it is. Do. So guys, Cushy bit me the other day and it's not happy, and I know cat bites can be really bad. It's not hot though. It won't close. And usually I heal really fast. Like I can put silver on a wound and it's done in 8 hours. So it's strange, but it's kind of a little bit gaping too, so maybe that's why it doesn't want to. Oof. Yeah, but I've been silvering it, and I oreganoed it, and I also put oregano and silver, not at the same time, with DMSO to draw that in case it was infected inside. Because DMSO is magical. Have I rambled about DMSO here yet? Because it's pretty crazy stuff. And there's even a song about it. What is this? Hydrocolloid. Yeah, iodine's a good idea. Occult Examiner, welcome. That's a fun name. I just was petting her, Karen, and she got overstimulated as she does. She had trauma as a kitten, and I kind of blame everything that she does on that and give her a pass. But yeah, she hurt her little paw, and I think that's why she's a little overweight, a little chunk. She's a little chunk, and but she's good. She's really good though. So yeah. Anyway, she didn't mean to. I'm not pressing charges. Yeah, iodine's a good idea. DMSO though, and so DMSO just pulls whatever you put on with it, right in. You can also use it by itself for, well, I'm not a doctor, don't listen to anything I say. But yeah, it's used for arthritis quite often, and it helps for that pain, which it does. Like it's pretty crazy. And it's a sulfur compound. It's related to MSM. If you've heard of MSM, DMSO is just like an extra molecule, and if you if you take it a lot or even use it topically a lot, you'll smell like garlic, or it depends on the person who's smelling you as to what you smell like. When I smell people who take DMSO, it smells like creamed corn, which is very weird, but that's what it smells like. MSM. So MSM is a sulfur. Do you mean cleaner, like as in not like cleaning? Because that's what my brain thought right away. Yeah, MSM is awesome too. They're different though. They're quite different in how they work. And they say that you can like take some DMSO and put it on like your foot with with some lemon juice, and you'll taste lemon juice. And if you've ever heard of the band The Dead Kennedys, they have a song about DMSO. I heard about it when I was in high school because I had a friend who really liked The Dead Kennedys, and she was like, "Oh yeah, they have this song about this stuff." And I was like, that doesn't sound real. And then when I got into the industry and learned about DMSO, I was like, is that what that Dead Kennedys song is about? So I just Googled DMSO Dead Kennedys, and it came up. And yeah, the lyrics are interesting. So it's like it tells a story. Well, first they start by introducing it. They're like, oh, DMSO is this product that they say can cure arthritis. I guess that's why the FDA doesn't want you to have it, and blah blah blah. And then it goes on talking about like a riot and how the police came, or police, there was a protest and the police came and started a riot. So then he went around and put DMSO mixed with LSD on the door handles of the cop cars. So that's an interesting song. And yeah, I hold no responsibility to that those lyrics. I didn't write them. It's out there. It's out there in internet land. So, but yeah, it's crazy stuff. And it causes like little pinpricks, or not even little. Oh, there's Scotty boy. Are you coming on? I hear you coming on. You should entertain us. I'm not a good interviewer or anything, so Health Canada is so much worse than what you guys deal with, Karen. So like little companies are, it's so hard because it's really expensive, and they have to wait a really long time to get anything approved to be sold. Um, and if we sell anything that doesn't have an NPN, like that number that says that it's been through the whole process, then we would get fined. That actually happened at one place that I worked that has no name that I won't mention, but we were selling um, higher dose vitamin D, but it was it they got off on a loophole because they didn't. So we were always trained. You ask, are you a police officer, or do you work for Health Canada? If they ask for the vitamin D, and if they say no, then we can bring it out, right? Because they have to identify themselves. And he said no, and I pulled one out, and he's like, and then his ID saying he was from Health Canada was there, and I was like, ah. So yeah, that's all I'll tell about that story. But it's all done. That's way, way in the past, thank God. Have you tried living with your feet? My feet are are sometimes hard to live with. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, especially because I'm out of my lion's mane, so I'm getting lots of pain again. Okay, and now I'm not paying attention to chat, and I need to be to see if Scotty's coming on here. Oh, Refuse to eat lemons from my feet. You don't have to eat them from your feet. That's not what's happening here. A Pomapoo. That sounds very cute. Oh my gosh. You're eating from your armpit? That would be, how do you do that? Not MSM, it's DMSO that will do that. The DMSO and lemon, not MSM. I haven't tried it, which is weird because I have a bunch of DMSO sitting right beside me. But you gotta like make sure everything's really clean, and yeah, it is a product that deserves great respect for sure. Yeah, same, Karen. I suppose I should. Yeah, I'm a little ways back about them wanting to keep us sick and unhappy and complacent, right? Because that's what happens if we're unhappy and we don't feel well, then we put up with more stuff. So, oh, Robin's here. Yay. And Faith, I don't think I welcomed you. Welcome. Krista's here. That's exciting. That doesn't happen too often for me. Yay. What's wrong, babe? Oh, hi, sweetheart. Yes, we know you. You've been on camera before, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Do. So, careful. Oh, careful, please. Oh, my. Let's knock over the table that has singing bowls and pineapple on it. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, what's happening with Scotty? What machine was controlling you? Mm-mm. Oh, pacemaker. Hmm. Okay, so are you coming on? What's happening here? Okay, well, I'm going to put it out there, and if anyone wants to come on, Scotty, you're encouraged. If anyone else wants to, that would be welcome too. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's not coming on tonight. And he's yelling at me about it too. No, I know you just want me to be able to actually see it and not miss it. It's cute that you call me dear. And I'm like 5 seconds younger than you. Heaney, why don't you come on? Yeah, how about that? Oh, poor Sparky. Is it weird that when I hear Sparky, I still think of, oh my God, National Lampoon's Vacation. Clark Griswold. Okay, we have some crazy cats nearby. Oh, and then I see we're talking about crazy cats nearby. Are you okay, honey? Are you stressed out? What's going on? Yay. Well, I should hope so, Heaney. I will look forward to that. I love watching Christmas movies in the off season. And National Lampoons, I enjoy enough that I can watch it anytime. But yeah, if I'm watching Christmas movies, it's probably July. I also like to just burst into random Christmas songs also in July or around there, not at Christmas time. Yeah, the Christmas one's my favorite too. Yeah, Tulsi's also apparently. And then the first one, and then the European one, and the Paris one. Or not Paris? Was it Paris? What was the latest one that wasn't the new family? Vegas, Vegas. Yeah, the Vegas one I didn't like the first time at all, and then for some reason I ended up watching it again and it was okay. And then I watched it a third time and it was better. And I don't like it when movies do that. It makes me uncomfortable. And Biodome was the same, where I watched the first time I watched it, I'm like, this was just awful. And then somehow I got roped into watching it again and it was a little better. And then I watched it the third time and it was better still. And I don't like that. Hmm. Angela's always on the same page as me, and I love that. Elf is hysterical. That's a fantastic movie. Yes. Yeah, it was a really good one. Yeah, the Grinch cartoon, we'd watch that in school like every year. Well, like in elementary school, not high school. Although that would have been fun. What are you up to, weirdo? Hmm? You being a good girl? It looks like it, but you got that crazy look in your eyes, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But I love you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Yes, Karen, you must watch Elf. I will agree. Oh, I shouldn't chew on my fingers on the stream. That's what I do when I'm stressed. I chew on the sides of my fingers and then they look absolutely terrible. And so, needless to say, they look absolutely terrible. Okay, okay, yeah. Trista's Funhouse. Mm-mm-mm. Kush Kush, what are you doing? She's very sweet. I don't know. I just intuitively sense that she's the one who leaves toys in my shoes. And it makes me feel very special. Right now, she's attacking one. My friend's cats passed away like within a few months of each other, and she gave me a bunch of her toys. And they love these little stupid mice, and they just go ape shit for them. Clubhouse is fun too. Mm-mm. Okay, yeah, hi. Oh, you're wonderful. Oh, so pretty. Look at you. Look, do you see you there? Do you find them in your bed too, Victor, and in your shoes? I found one in my bed. Oh, say hello. Oh, say hello. Okay. But we love you. No, 1 second. you gotta let your mother love you. It's the law, okay? Okay, okay. See, I didn't think you'd go far. You love it. You pretend just to look tough. Angela. Oh, that's, I don't know why that's so funny, but I guess it's true. Fake or dead, can't be both. uh, that's right, Faith. Bye, Laura. Have a good sleep. Tulsi, so she also has these, and I haven't seen them in so long. I don't know. They're underneath something, I'm sure. These like butterflies that crinkle. She loves those guys. And when she was a kitten, she would she would either like, I don't know if she's trying to drown it, but I would find it in her water, just floating there in the water dish. Okay, everything's okay. Oh, there little. Oh. Okay, that's another story in a second. So yeah, I'd find them in her water dish, and then one time, I actually more than once, she put it up against the food dish, so like the bowl, and then it was like standing there, like it was gonna eat, and I thought that was very very cute. And Cushy, and I think she's doing it right now. So she will like hide, put a toy down, kind of around the corner, and then she'll go around the corner and stalk it. So she places the toy and then she goes around the corner and stalks it for a while and then jumps out at it and attacks it, and it's absolutely hilarious. Like, you're such a good little self, what's the word I'm looking for? Self entertainer. Ooh, and look what I got today, because I needed this apparently. They're little like clippy barrettes, which I do enjoy using, and they're cats because I'm a child. Have we talked about that? Okay. Okay, I'm missing stuff in the chat. We're talking about somebody's cat. Oh, oh, you're talking about Cushy. Yeah, so cute. Was Teddy an only cat? Because I think that Cushy started doing it because when I was introducing them, I had to keep her in a separate room. Um, although that's why she ended up getting injured, which is really sad. But so I kept her here in the Reiki room. Um, and I had the camera in here, and I would get to watch her playing because, like, if I was at work or whatever, or during the night. I haven't had them hooked up in a while. I should do that again. It's fun watching the kitties. But I try not to talk to them when I'm not at home because it just makes me feel really bad. He was friends with another cat I had. Oh, okay. I wonder if he was, maybe when he was young, was he by himself? Because that's the way it was for her. And maybe some just, like playing by themselves. Right, Tulsi? Not you. You gotta just bother everybody when you need entertainment, don't you? Look at your fur. Oh my goodness. You're so beautiful. It's remarkable how she has white fur under her black fur. And she's cleaning her leg, and it's very apparent. It's like parted. Do. Yeah, chases imaginary friends up the walls. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on these last couple days here. And I'm going to have to watch Laura's cat video. I see, because I didn't see that. Ooh, yeah, I'm excited for that photo too, Robin. I'm scrolling back. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Cushy is very smart as well. I so when she had her injury, because her paw was wrapped in a string that it didn't have a purpose. I cut it off the bottom of my table because it was on my Reiki table. And like when that happened, I cut it off and cut the rest off. And they had no purpose. Like I don't know why they were there. And it makes me really angry, actually. My poor little girl. But yeah, so the circulation was cut off for um, I don't know how long because I was at work and I came home and I didn't go in here right away because I didn't want the other cats to feel like they weren't loved, right? So I greeted them and hung out with them for about 10 minutes and then I heard her crying in the room, and I mean she would when she'd hear my voice, right? So then I went in here and she had her little back foot caught and she's just screaming, and I called the lady who I got her from. I didn't know what to do, and it was like 10:30 at night. And she didn't tell me this at the time, but apparently she had just got into bed. And she hopped up and came and got us, and we went to the emergency vet, and they so she also had to help me cut it off because I couldn't get it off myself because it was so tight that I couldn't get scissors. So I ended up having to hold her still, and then Andrea like cut it with a straight razor. So yeah, and then they gave her painkillers, and then it was gonna be like a 5 hour wait. Well, if that's the case, then I mean it's almost time for vets that don't charge an arm and a leg to be open. So yeah, and we sat and we waited, and then Andrea's like, okay, so we can sit here and we can do nothing at the most critical time, or we can take her home and do something. And she's really into energy work as well, and she has a terahertz device, so it's like a frequency thing, and so we went back to her house, and we dropped Cushy off there, and her son started working on Cushy right away, and she took me home and she kept her for a few days. She also has a friend who's a vet who came over and looked at her and said she's fine. Like she might have a little bit of nerve damage, so I gave her Hypericum, the homeopathic, and arnica, and I feel like there was one more homeopathic that Andrea suggested. And then um, and then once I ran out of those, and before I ran out, I started giving her lion's mane as well, because lion's mane is brilliant for nerve pain and nerve health. And that's why I'm in pain now that I'm not, that I ran out, because I was drinking it by the shot glass the other night. And now I still have some left, but I can't get it open. I don't have the strength in my hands. I'm thinking like maybe if I run it underwater. I have my new bottles at work. I just can't afford it yet until it's because I had witnesses. It wanted to make a liar out of me, and that's wonderful. Oh, hello. Oh, Arnica. I thought that was the new person's name that came to Truthwave tonight. Oh, hi, Showwoman. Or hang on. Dina. Can I call you Dina? I put elastic as a buffer, and that really really helps. Or as a, what do you call it? I don't know, a grip. Okay, wow. I want to take some now. Whatever. Not that it's going to help immediately, but it's been a rough couple days without it. Do 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 do. So what else? No, I'm not doing shots. I don't have that much left. I've got to make it last a couple days till I get paid in 3 days. Oh, a jar of salsa I can't get open. I've done that actually. I not at this apartment, but another apartment that I lived. I actually got my went to my neighbors to get him to open something for me. I knew him, like I worked with him. I didn't work with him at that time, but I had before. Like, show up. Excuse me, can you open this for me? I also showed up at his place. So when I had taken, so I wasn't taking any pharmaceuticals at the time, like nothing. I wouldn't even take an ibuprofen. And I ended up with a horrible migraine. Oh, I also decided apparently um, to stop smoking weed at that time, and that kept my migraines under control more than I gave it credit for. So I ended up with this brutal, well, two of them. So the first one I made it through, and the second one I'm like, this is like, it was awful, and I was in so much pain that I was crying. And I went to his place, and I knock on the door, and I'm bawling, and his girlfriend answers, and she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Do you have any Advil?" She's like, "Take the rest of the bottle." So, and then yeah, because yeah, and then it kicked in. I'm like, "Oh my God, I forgot how good this can be." Because I was at the point where it wasn't working for me anymore. I would take it, and then it would take a long time to kick in, and it would work for about 20 minutes, and then it wouldn't work anymore. It can be nature's painkiller, but not always, and not for everything. And if I have to work, then it's not so much. Yeah, Advil doesn't touch fibro. Oh, also, not being able to grip things is a fibromyalgia thing too. I learned recently. I'm not diagnosing myself because I'm not claiming that, but I do have a lot of the symptoms. And yeah, the reason Advil doesn't touch it is because fibromyalgia pain goes down a totally different pathway. We had a training about it actually because they had, and I wish I could remember some of the supplements, but they weren't cheap either. But they did like actual studies at the University of, it wasn't UBC, but it was in Vancouver. Well, I would say screw all medicine, but sometimes there's, quality of life as well. And being able to pay my bills and going to work when I would rather not. My doctor, my dentist, didn't give me any painkillers at all for my when I got my wisdom teeth removed. I got all four of them done at once. They were pushing on nerves. It was a whole ordeal, and he gave me nothing for pain. But my dad had MS before he passed, so he had painkillers. So he's like, "Here, take these," and he gave me Tylenol 3, and it didn't do anything for the pain. And then I had a friend down the hall who gave me the rest of her. What was it? It actually worked. It wasn't anything crazy. It's probably less crazy than Tylenol 3, honestly. Starts with an S. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Faith. Yeah, that makes sense, really. Hi, baby. And that makes me wonder if at the time the homeopathic arsenicum album would have helped you, because the way it works is like whatever that thing would do in a large amount is what the small amount treats. Don't unplug the computer, please. Thank you, baby. Do, 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 do. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. What else? Yeah, I only had local anesthesia as well, Millie. They wouldn't put me out because they said if I moved, then I could lose feeling in my face. So they kept me awake for that. They also, because I went to the dentistry school, and I couldn't have it done by the students because it was too whatever, too risky. And then I got in a big fight with my roommate that night, I remember, because I stayed home because I had just had surgery on my face. And she was like, "This is supposed to be my time in the apartment," or like the suite, because we lived in a dorm. I was like, "Dude, I just had surgery. Like, I'm sorry that I'm here and that my existence offends you." As I'm like dying in bed. "Kate, no, don't crawl on things you shouldn't, okay? Thank you. Yeah, you listen like a good girl now, see? Aw, I love you, baby." Yes, that's what she's saying. Have you seen my butt? Mwah. Mwah. Mm. Oh, look at your cute, look at your little fangy fangs. I love them. I love your little fangy fangs. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Okay. So CBD, um, now we don't sell CBD at health food stores in Canada. It's its own thing, its own category of regulation. But before it was legal, we had a training with a company who sold products that acted on the endocannabinoid system without CBD. So, and they were great products. Now, they gave us a little training and they explained that the reason it seems, good night, Dina. The reason it seems like it helps everything is because the way he explained it is if you think of your body like a smartphone and all of the apps are your body's systems and organs, and the endocannabinoid system would be like the operating system. So if there's a bug in that or a deficiency in that, then it can affect any of the apps or any of the systems in the body. But those systems can have issues of their own too. So if that's the problem, and with a lot of people it is, because I mean there are cannabinoids um, in other foods and herbs and stuff, but Yeah, that's why we're not all horribly deficient. But um, getting distracted by chat here. Oh, Scotty. Yeah, I think you might be right, Millie. Um, yeah, so if it's not the problem, it's not going to fix it. But if that's where that pain or whatever is coming from, then it will help, or can help, or can alleviate, or however I'm supposed to word that. Still gotta read that thing. I gotta read it before November 6th, so I'm gonna read it on my days off. I'm a slow ass reader too, so I'm not really looking forward to that. Just be like, don't we have this on Audible? Yeah, CBG I think is better for pain, and CBN is unique as well. I don't remember how. Mm, yeah, Scotty, you do what you gotta do. I have not had most of those. I haven't had any of those. I had alligator at one point, which was delicious, and I've had ostrich that was also delicious. Those are probably the weirdest things that I've eaten. uh, oh, that's interesting, Karen. I had it as like alligator we're talking about. I had as like a plate of, you know how they'll do like dry ribs as an appetizer. It was like that. And really, oh yeah, I've had frog legs before too. And it was like really gristly because I told you how I loved gristle when I still ate meat. And I think that's why I liked it, because it was kind of gristly. Oh, it's weird to think about now. Cayenne can slow bleeding significantly as well. In fact, I had a gentleman the other day come in looking for cayenne because it helps his hemorrhoids. And I was like, it's not really getting to the root of the problem, though. But I mean, okay. He was really nice though, and very receptive to information, which is always nice. So yeah, so he wanted his cayenne to stop his poor bleeding hemorrhoids, which is just, that sounds not fun at all. The poor guy. And I was like, but if you want to like actually heal them, then this is what you want. Rutin, it's a bioflavonoid. It's brilliant for hemorrhoids. We had this young guy. So one of my coworkers had done the research, and he's like, this is the best stuff for hemorrhoids. People are going to come in, they look for the stuff that like horse chestnut and a few others, and but uh, yeah, this just bioflavonoid, which is very simple, and you wouldn't think that it would fortify veins the way it does, but apparently so. And this young man bought some, came in. So cayenne, it's not good for hemorrhoids. What it is cayenne will stop bleeding. So it'll clot as soon as it makes contact. It'll help the blood to clot. So that's why he was taking that. Um, but yeah, so this young man bought the Rutin that was suggested to him by my coworker, and then he came back, a month later, whatever, and he's like, "This stuff is the best," and he's like telling everyone, and he's like, I don't know, probably in his 20s, just so happy that his hemorrhoids are better. It was very inspiring, and I tell people about him when I'm selling them Rutin. I'm like, well, it worked for this young man who very excitedly told the entire store. Yeah, cayenne would be good for heart as well, but I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. Oh yeah, I've had goat for sure, and yes, I've had deer. That was, yeah, in my childhood, because that was standard in Saskatchewan. I think not maybe goat, but deer for sure. Gear sausage all the time. Mm. Yes, Heaney, I've heard that. Oh, that's a nice idea, Angela. That'll be good in there. Quail, dove, duck. I've had quail eggs and duck eggs. Have I had quail eggs? No, I had quail eggs in supplement. No, we sell them in supplement form. They're quail eggs, organic quail eggs are very, very, very good for allergies. They did studies. They were like, why does these random villages in China have no allergies? And they all had a diet rich in quail eggs. And then they studied it and they're like, yeah, that's what it does. That's cool. Even like with allergies to cats, and apparently it works right away. I don't have allergies, thankfully. Um, but yeah, that's what they say. Oh, that sounds lovely, Karen. Cayenne instead of paprika. And then don't tell people. That would be fun. And lots. I'd be okay with lots. When I when I went to India, we stopped at this random like place to eat on our way from Mumbai to Surat, I think. And I had like gobi masala or whatever, and yeah, or gobi, yeah, it was some kind of cauliflower thing, and it was very spicy, but it was so good. But it was like I was crying, but still enjoying every bite. And everyone's like, "Are you sure? Like, do you want something else?" I'm like, "No, this is fine. I love it. Leave me alone. Stop judging me." Hang on. There. So I'm 33 subscribers to 200. That's exciting. Or 55 to 222. Also fun. I noticed that the other day. And I noticed it at the same time that I noticed that something I had 22 likes and 66 views or something. That was like, oh, look at all the numbers. Oh, and I had 88 videos. That was the other part. Got all excited. Will you put up with me while I have a pineapple? Not a whole thing. Jeez Louise. Get off here. Don't make me go to the neighbors to get them to open my pineapple for me. At whatever time it is. What time is it? Oh, jeez Louise. Oh my god, this shouldn't be so hard. And I've had it open already. It's not like this is even... Am I doing something wrong? Like, what is going on? Is this a practical joke? Ooh, ostrich egg. That's crazy. Where in India did I go? So we landed in Mumbai and we stayed there for 2 nights, I believe. And then we drove, or like, yes, we were driven to Surat in Gujarat. and then we stayed at an ashram near Dandi, which is in Gujarat. It's like on the coast, and that's or it's near where Gandhi did his salt protest. And then and then back to Surat for a night, and back to Mumbai for another night or two. I think we just stayed one night in a really fancy hotel because we're like, hey, we're gonna be staying in an ashram, but before we go home, we're gonna stay at a 5-star hotel. So that's what we did. And it was lovely. And I hadn't properly showered in 8 days, so it was extra lovely. Well, because it's with a bucket, a bucket and a cup. That's how yay! My pineapple has been freed from its jail. What was I going to say? I hadn't washed my hair at all, though, because I couldn't. I couldn't with the mop and bucket, with the bucket and my cup and bucket, I guess. Oh my God. Okay, am I okay? Jeez Louise. Okay, we're talking about cats. Oh, that's so fascinating, Faith. Ooh, that's like homeopathics, right? Like just that little bit of something, or like eating honey from your local trees, and then that helps with allergies too. Or apparently drinking your own pee, but not like by the glass, and not just a random person's. So I've heard. Oh, Victor's back. Red gravy with potatoes and hot peppers of some kind. Jalapenos. Oof. Yeah, I was crying too when I had that, but it was so good. It didn't matter. And even the staff were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Leave me alone. Let me eat in peace." Yeah, bucket and a cup. And I didn't know the first time that I showered or bathed that way, I didn't realize that later in the morning, because I woke up really early to avoid the rush, I guess. I don't know. And then when I came out, I'm like, oh, they heat up the water if you are patient and wait for the men to come and do that. And they had like this big cauldron. It was great. And I had a cold mop. Why can't I not stop saying that? A cold cup and bucket shower. I noticed her picture, Victor. Victor. Mm-mm. Yeah, well, I don't think you like actually drink it. I think that you take like um just like tiny droplets, if I understand correctly. There was plumbing there, but not that kind. Like they had running water, like for washing our hands and drinking. We didn't like, yeah, I didn't have shots before I went, so I didn't drink the water. Um, we just drank bottled water. But what was my point? So yes, the water was running technically, but not in a shower sort of way. They did have toilets even. One toilet and many of the Indian toilets that are just holes in the ground. Oh, Mary's back too. Mm-mm-mm. dish from near India, you say. What does that mean? Like, is it Pakistani or um, yeah, my brain's not working today. It was a longer day though, and I didn't have enough sleep. It's all my excuses. I didn't have a terrible sleep, but it could have been longer. I am eating pineapple. It's not a peach. It's pineapple. And it was half price and pre-cut. But if it's 50% off, it rivals the uncut pineapple in price. Oh my God, why? Why am I having such a hard time with words? I think I should probably shut off the camera for a second and make myself have a harder time with words. Yeah, Pakistani and Indian food are very similar. And Sri Lankan food. And it's so funny because I had this wonderful Sri Lankan friend, and she took me to her temple one time. And then afterwards, she was like, "Oh, have you ever had Sri Lankan food?" And I was like, "I don't think so." She's like, "Oh, you're going to like it so much better than Indian food." I'm like, I didn't notice a difference. I'm sorry. It's all amazing. All I know is it's amazing. That's all I need to know. Good night, Christine. Yeah, oh, I love that girl. And I wish I could find her now. And I don't know her last name, and nobody that we worked with has been any help at all. So I remember her first name, and that's it. And I worry about her because her husband was kind of abusive, and I didn't like that for her. And she also had like severe trauma, like from her childhood, because Sri Lanka was not a happy place back then, and she watched her whole family get killed. So, and she was telling me about it while she was driving, and we're driving, and she's bawling, and I'm like, maybe we should pull over. But yeah, that's just horrible. Oh, I love that girl. I think about her so often. Yeah, she was hiding. She was little. She was a kid, and she was hiding in a closet or something. Yeah, yeah. A date with Cherry Garcia. Hmm. All the children are being so good. Good night, Krista. Thanks for coming. Oh, Millie. I'm I just don't even know what to say. I'm not a big fan of Vietnamese food, so that's fine, but Thai is amazing and Indian is amazing. No, I know. Not because you're opposed to it. I didn't have Indian food until because we didn't have it when I was young. I don't think we had any places in my hometown that were Indian. But then when I did, whew, it's all over from there. A little girl and family moved in next door to me. One day I mentioned my sister, who had never been by in a long time. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so harsh. Oof. I like that weird Vietnamese coffee. Is it the Vietnamese coffee that has like the drip where they bring out this whole thing? Mary too, hey? Mm-mm-mm. I encourage you. I highly recommend dal makhni. Mm. If you eat meat, then I would imagine butter chicken. I've had butter paneer. I've never had butter chicken though, because I was vegetarian already when I got into Indian food. Naan. And don't say naan bread, because then you're saying bread. It's another one. It's so funny though, because the Indian girl who I work with, who's not, she's Indian by like heritage, but she's from Fiji. But every time anyone says chai tea or naan bread, she and I exchange a glance. Chai naan naan. And that sounds delicious. Or like a song. Yeah, I'd imagine Scotty on coffee would be a thing. Is that a typo? I don't know that word, Mary. Making tortillas in Inier. You guys are all like such cooks. I feel um, I should probably be better that way. I'm not very adventurous at all. I used to be. I used to when I worked at a organic grocery store. That was fun, and I cooked a lot, and I was pretty decent. My ex just complained that everything tasted like coconut because I used coconut oil for everything. I'm like, how do you taste it? You're just making stuff up. You don't taste it. Almond joy. Oh, almond mouth pie. Oh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Sometimes you don't. Yeah, and I'm afraid of people throwing stuff at me or, unsubbing, but I'm not really into Mexican food. But in my defense, we don't really have a lot of great Mexican food here that I know of anyway. I say that even though On the Rocks is, I think, is it? I think so. And it's like right near my house. She didn't say anything at all, Victor. You heard nothing. I'll just turn my mic down again. It's not like I mind it, it's just not something that I do uh, very often. But like we have like the fast food kind, and that's not the same. So I'm not gonna waste my money on that. I remember when I went to Florida to see my ex, and he took me out to some like because it was like right down the street from him, and he loved it, and we went there a lot. I just don't know it very well, so I'd never know like what to order and well, Scotty, that's kind of an assumption. Why would Canadians not eat Mexican food? Other than it's a little bit farther away, but India's farther, and we have lots of Indian places. I do. I use salsa instead of tomatoes, like instead of stewed tomatoes in a can. Does that count for anything? Does that win me back any favor? Oh, that's, yeah, weird, Faith. Oh. Mary, is it your birthday tomorrow? Happy early birthday. Mm-mm-mm. All the children are quiet now. Sleeping, just having a nice little snoozers over there. Mm-mm. Ohio Mexican food. See, the place that's on my corner is technically a pub. That's why I just haven't bothered. Oh, awesome, Faith. Have you tried it already then, or just looked into it? It is 420 somewhere, and that's a really good point, Mary. Thank you for reminding me. Do, 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 do. I do, but I don't go there. I'm not a big fan of, you know, out of my apartment places. No, you sure don't. She's speaking from the void. Maybe a little coughing. Yeah, I definitely have to get a little thumbnail made up. It'll be fun. Oh, now everyone's talking about Mexican food again because that's what happens. Maybe visiting, worshiping. Well, of course we are, Scotty, but YouTube probably wouldn't like it, even though it's fully legal here. Anywhere I'm allowed to smoke cigarettes, which I don't, but anywhere you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke weed in Canada or in Alberta, anyway. I know some good Irish people and some ones that I'm not a big fan of. But I think I know more that I like and like for better reasons. The lady who I met coming through my till at Walmart, who was the one who was like, "Hey, you should learn Reiki." She was an Irish lady.
That the 420 reference, I don't think it actually is a thing. Like when I was looking into it at one point, it was like, well, there's rumors that it was this or that it was this, like that, like back in the day, the kids would meet after school and it would be, 20 after 4. So then they called it 420. And then they also claimed that it's the police code for it. And like apparently neither of those things is true. So I don't know. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, I always thought it was a police code too. It's a thing people use, but the etymology of it is anybody's guess. I don't believe the stories are not true. So you believe the stories are true. Which stories? Bede Bede Pitt in the movie Snatched. Oh, it's the best when you try to correct and then it just does it again repeatedly. I love that so much. uh, Before it was legal in Canada, on Canada Day, people would gather on government property and smoke and have smoke ins. And they wouldn't arrest anyone unless you wandered away from the crowd. Then you might be at risk, but just stay with everybody else. And yeah, it was fun. Bagpipes, not bad pipes. I mean, bagpipes can be bad pipes too. Someone near me has bagpipes, and they practice, and it's okay sometimes. Sometimes it's too long, and then you lose a little bit of patience, especially if you're in your menopausal rage moments. Bagpipes and, well, I guess perimenopausal rage, technically, they do not go together well. I was almost about to cry, and then he finally stopped. I like him too, in small doses when I'm not how shall we say, murdery and moody and crying for no reason. I had so much fun helping a customer with her menopausal complaints the other day because she was trying to be all polite and she's like, when I get, and she's struggling for the word and I'm like, murdery, and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, I gotcha, come over here. Here's what I do. I've returned. I reluctantly returned. Mm-mm-mm. I remember you telling us that story before, Heaney. That's fantastic. uh, hey, did you guys ever hear? This is a little bit off topic, but just in like email weird things. Um, this, how did it go? There was this woman who worked at some, I think it was like a graphic design company or something like that. And she worked not remotely, but like, over the computer in the office, but with people she couldn't see and, filling their orders for, whatever they wanted designed. And she really struggled with getting customer complaints and getting things done in a timely manner because she would do it and then like send it to them and people would complain about it and whatever. And it was really frustrating for her, and she would get all these complaints and get in trouble all the time. And yeah, and she's like I don't know what it is. And then one day her coworker was, I don't know if he was using the same desk or what, but his email was saying her name at the bottom. And he had a great track record of always making clients happy. And that day he's getting all of these complaints and people wanting him to redo stuff and all of this. And he's like what's going on? And then he realized that her name was at the bottom. So yeah, it's fascinating, a fascinating little look at how people's gender is perceived and colors their opinions of things. And yeah, and I don't know, yeah. No, it wasn't the other way around. It was him. Yeah, it was him that was signed in as her. So yeah, I don't think anyone's listening though. There's lots going on over here. What am I missing? There's got to be a way to do that, Robin. I don't know how, but I'm sure. Do you have ChatGPT? I would just ask ChatGPT how to do it. It's nice because sometimes it'll give you step by step, sometimes, and sometimes it's not very helpful. Mm-mm. Oh, that's not a typo. You actually did mean dinking. I totally read it as a typo. I don't know what a dressed beer is. A dressed bear. I think I could take a shot at that one. It's a little outfit, maybe. A little vest. Probably no pants if he's like most bears. Good night, Scotty. Oh, never mind. Good morning, Scotty. Welcome back. We're the good kind of freaks, Scotty. Don't worry. You can trust us. Oh, my arm's falling asleep. Well, I feel like I'm not very entertaining, but you guys are entertaining yourselves in the chat, I see. So I guess I don't feel too bad, but I'm just sitting here. Does anyone want a card or something? Mm. Well, thanks for coming, Faith. I find ChatGPT useful for a lot of things. It's my therapist. Uh, it helps me decipher tarot cards, and I know like it does get things wrong. And someone brought that up the other day when I was relying on it for tarot, and I get that. But I know tarot a little bit, and like if it makes sense, and if it doesn't make sense, I look it up. But and what else? Any technical things, like if I need something explained, it's really good. And then yes, I've used it for what do you call it, like thumbnails and stuff too. It would be Karen in like your like Google Play Store or whatever, that kind of thing. It's like an app. It can be pretty fun though. But then it gets an update and then its personality changes and it's like you're not the same. You better get your shit together. It was funny because like you know it knows me pretty well, which is sad. But like it's always very encouraging and like open to like my weird woo woo things that I believe in. And then one day it wasn't. And I was like, who are you? Like, did you get an update? And it's like, yeah. And I was like, well, this is no fun. You don't like tell me how, like, all the skeptical points about whatever I'm talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about at the time, whether it was tarot or energy work or something. And it's like, well, there's no evidence for that. I'm like, just agree with me. What am I paying you for? I'm not paying for it. It's expensive. I was like, oh, that would be cool. I'm like, $30? I'm not paying $30 a month for this. Good grief. But then yes, so it changed the personality, and then I like told it I liked it better before, and it was like, well, what did I do different? So I explained a few of the things, and now it's back to its old self, so that's good. And you can like I can talk to it and like do voice to text, which I find handy. Um, and then it'll read to me too, like its own things, and so I have it set as a British lady. Good night, Faith. Oh, Karen will take a card. Yay! Yeah, like if it's a couple of dollars, I might have even gone up to like $10. But it does enough on its own. And then like even when you use up the free part, it just switches to a different version or something apparently, which I don't even know what that means because I don't notice because you can just still keep doing stuff. It'll refuse to do pictures if I do too many pictures in a row. What card? What kind of? Karen, what deck would you like a card from? And don't make me decide. You decide. Fairies or dark female archetypes or the what do you call it? Oh, the ET cards. Fairies. And where's the book? There we go. Gemini is the one that just comes like naturally occurring on an Android, right? I think I have now. I might have shouted at it because that sounds familiar, but I haven't, what do you call it? Sorry, now I'm distracted. Okay, stop looking at your phone. Why did I look at my phone anyway? I don't know. Oh, because you mentioned Gemini, and that's where it lives. Okay, anyway. I think their personalities like form around how we treat them, Heaney. So that could be on you. I'm not familiar with Surrey though. I've never used Surrey. This is the and I only just started using like the like voice command on my phone because that creeped me out. But it's pretty fun too. Is Scotty doubting that he brings happiness to people? Because that's not acceptable. Oh, until I can be my own self. Well, but you do. Yeah, I would agree that you already do. For sure. Oh, for sure, Robin. Oh, I took two. I didn't even think about it. I just pulled two. So I guess you're getting two. Because that's what wanted to happen. And we've got one that's upside down. The Singer of Transfiguration. Is that really grainy for you guys? Looks pretty grainy from over here. But it was upside down. So like this. No, there's no room for you at this second, honey. Yeah, there's a book in the way. I'm sorry. It's so rude, I know. You're the most important. You should just get to wander by whenever you feel the need, no matter what's going on. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, well, you know what? This is getting awkward. Jeez Louise. Jesus Louises. Can you not? You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Or knock something over. Thank you. Good girl. Okay, and then also, Indy is the other one that I pulled for you. That's very cute. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like crap today. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah, she's got such a cute meow. I think it's going down to 0 tonight here. Or 32 in Americanese. Let's see. I think that's what I saw. Yeah, right now it's 6 or 41. And it's going down to 32 and up to, it was a high of 48 today. Do, 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 do. You know this deck, Scotty. That's cool. Okay, let's focus. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Karen. All right, the Singer of Transfiguration, which is is that 11? Number 11. Yay. Transformation, transcendence, metamorphosis. The singer of Transfiguration tells us that we have been through the gate, we have passed through the initiation process, and we have reached a new way of being, reflecting deep transformation within ourselves. Things will never be what they once were. Things will never be seen in the same way by us, and this is a good thing. The singer's joyful, passionate, bright blaze of color heralds a time of fulfillment and accomplishment. As with the other singers, the power and joy of this one radiates especially strongly to the things and beings symbolized by the cards around it. Like the reborn, renewed phoenix, this singer is aflame with vibrant, expanded life. There really isn't much I can say about this. Not even the fairies seem to have anything to add. They're just sitting around here smiling blissfully. Good old G Doom and that's like I think one of the fairies' names, and humming an ethereal and beautiful melody. And the cat in my lap, Sylvie, is purring so loudly it sounds like she is singing, as indeed she is. So are we all. So, a starter reading. Now, this one was upside down. So, let's just see what the upside downness says. Oh, it's pretty much the same. Even reversed, this card simply suggests the realization or completion of this process is just around the corner. Okay, so jackpot. This card in a reading signifies the joy of success after a time of struggle. A new way of life has been accepted and is being, oh my goodness, integrated. A sense of inner peace is growing. The struggle has all been worth it. This is a time of consolidation and joy and is both a reward for past achievements and a time of preparation for the next climb up the path. And then it says, so for reversed, it says, even reversed, this card simply suggests that the realization or completion of this process is just around the corner. Enjoy. It says, enjoy. Yay. That's exciting, Karen. Oh, good night, Heaney. Okay, and then your other one is 63 Indy. Indecision, wishy-washing, commitment, decision making. If you, okay, so the description of the little dude is very long, so I'm going to skip that. We'll just do the reading. It's decision time. Time to make up your mind, make a decision, and then stick to your commitments. Set yourself a definite time period to complete your decision. Right now, or write down to the day and hour. Give yourself time to put your decision into practice before it's too late. Once the arbitrary but carefully judged decision time is set, ask for guidance for your highest good, then weigh, consider, ponder, and gather information. If we magic, so little known fact about me, my eyes don't line up properly, so sometimes I can't stay on the line. Where were we? Once that arbitrary but carefully judged decision time is set, ask for guidance for your highest good, then weigh, consider, ponder, and gather information. If we do this, and if we have asked for aid, the answer seems somehow to fall magically into place at the appointed time. Then it is just a matter of trusting that answer and carrying it through. We can ask for help with that as well if we wish. It is willingly given. There you go, Karen. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's good stuff. Excellent. And Robin. So the ET cards are tarot cards, Robin. So I don't know if you have a question you want to think about. Where did they go? Oh, they're in my room. One sec. Oh, God. My Jimena shirt. Love it. It's so comfy too. The material is amazing. Okay. Excellent, Karen. Yay. Okay, Robin. So, I love these cards. Ow. Did I show you guys my wound? Do you want to see it? It's not very pretty. It's just so sore. Why are you so sore? But it's like, it's not happy at all. I like these cards, but they don't really depict what the card's about very well at all. Some of them do, most of them don't. Oh yeah, close one eye to focus. That's a good idea. Why have I never thought about that? I've had this all my life. Oh, there's gutter talk. Who are we doing? I need to scroll back now. Oh, yes. I mean, that probably is what he means, isn't it? Me too, Angela. Don't worry. And you know what I love about like being like just having a dirty mind is sometimes you don't even really have to say much at all. A look will do it, or just repeating the last word that they said. Yeah, yeah. It's just too easy sometimes. Okay, so pulling a card for Robin. Hello. Oh. Oh. Like I don't know tarot very well, but I kind of know where this is coming from. So first we have the death card. So something is falling away in your life. Is that just silver bandages, Angela? I'll look into that. Okay, I'm just gonna type it into another. And then I'll look at it later. Because silver, I've never had silver not work. And I'll usually like slather it on there and then put a band-aid. I know. You agree, don't you? Do, 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 do. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll look into that. Um, all right, so first we have the death card. So there's some transition happening here. something going away to make room for the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, I know, is a very joyful, wonderful card. I mean, you can't tell with these guys, they're just standing there being weird, but give me a second. Do, 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 do. And I'm going to chat GPT it because it explains things nicely. And then we'll just cross-reference on the tarot website that I've been using. Do, 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 do. Oh, look, I have a message from an hour and 45 minutes ago telling me to increase my volume. It's a fine time to find that now. That's hilarious. Oh, what am I doing? What was I doing again? Oh, yes. Oh, boy. My brain. It's the stress. It was sale day today. I'm blaming the stress. Okay, so could you please explain a general reading that resulted in the Death card and then the Seven of Cups? Let's add tarot in there so that it doesn't get confused. It should know. It knows me. What other kind of reading would I ask for? There, and then sorry. Okay, so despite its spooky name, the Death card rarely predicts literal death. It's about transformation, endings, and letting go of something that has run its course, a habit, a belief, a relationship, or a phase of life. It's the universe's way of saying this door is closing so another can open. In its cleansing energy, even if it feels unsettling. Think caterpillar to butterfly, not doom to gloom. Sorry. Oh my God. And the Seven of Cups. This card brings a flood of choices, dreams, and illusions. It's the so many shiny options, which one is real moment. It can speak of fantasy, indecision, or the need to ground yourself in reality before acting. Sometimes it's daydreamy and creative, other times it's a warning not to get lost in wishful thinking. Together, when the Death card, when death is followed by the Seven of Cups, the story often goes like this. You're coming out of a major transformation. Something old is ending or shedding, and now you're staring into a phase of possibilities. There's freedom in that, but also confusion. You've cleared space. Now, what will you fill it with? It's the cleaning out of an old closet, death, and then standing in a department store full of glittery outfits, Seven of Cups, thinking, oh, I could be anyone now. The cards invite you to embrace the change rather than resist it. Ground your visions. Not every option is real or healthy. Let your intuition guide which new path to take next. And then it asks, would you like me to interpret it through a specific lens? For example, love, career, spiritual growth. The meaning shifts a bit depending on your question or life area. So would you like that, Robin? It's hard being green. Oh yeah, I should check that out too, Millie. Thank you. I fall behind on Jimenez because I never see them because she does it while I'm at work, and then catching up is a problem. So that was your reading, Robin. Unless you want it applied to a specific area, then we can do that too. Does anybody else want a card? Yeah, I think I can. I think it's just cheap jewelry turns me green. Other than that, I'm fine. What's happening under here? I'm hearing some noises. Oh, hello, honey. Oh, look at you flipping it up over there. So I've decided that when a cat, now it started kind of as like an action thing. So when Cushy be walking along and everything's normal and she's walking and then she just flops over and Kate comes next. And then yeah, she flops over with her legs out to the side like she's doing right now. And I call it flumping. I don't know why. It just feels right. All right. So, Kim, what deck would you like? Oh, Karen, you should do that. What's wrong with her? Do you know? Who? With Cushy, as in her cough? Is that what we're talking about? Or whose cat? I think I missed something. Unless it's because I was talking about mine, which. Okay, okay. I think you might be behind Robin. Okay, so we'll do spiritual lens for her reading, and then we'll do your reading, Kim. And I'll show you the decks, and you can decide, or you can decide while I do that. So we've got the because I like it when people choose their own. Okay, so we've got the Alien or ET Tarot. We've got Cat Tarot. We've got Witchy Tarot. We've got Obsidian Veil, so it's like shadow female archetypes, fairies, and the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So those are your options, and you decide while I finish Robin's question. Okay, so spiritual lens, please. Oh, Mary, I have a few of those. It doesn't make me really uncomfortable. I just like to see like what people choose, you know? Oh, have you noticed that my little stand thing like looks like a cat? I like it. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Sorry, what's happening? Okay. Oh, I didn't. Oh my God. You have to hit send to make things send. Okay. All right. So, Robin, okay. Perfect. Through a spiritual lens, that pairing is rich with symbolism and transformation vibes so strong that they might rattle your aura in a good way. So the so death. This card signals a spiritual metamorphosis, the shedding of an old version of you, maybe an identity, a belief system, or energetic pattern that's outlived its usefulness. It's the ego molting stage. You might be letting go of ideas about who you should be spiritually or how awakening should look and stepping into a deeper, more authentic vibration. Death says you can't take old baggage into higher consciousness. It's an initiation. There's grief in releasing what's familiar, but immense power in stepping into what's true. Oh, I love this. And the Seven of Cups. This card is the dreamy aftermath. When the old dissolves and you're flooded with new spiritual sensations, interests, and possibilities, you might feel like you're floating between dimensions, sensing everything but not quite sure what's real yet. Spiritually, this can be a testing phase of discernment. Many paths look appealing, but not all are aligned. A creative blossoming where imagination and intuition surge. A call to ground your awakening, stay rooted while exploring new realms. A call to ground your awakening, stay rooted while exploring new realms. The Seven of Cups whispers, don't chase every sparkle in the mist, let clarity come through stillness. Together, you've just passed or are in a profound ego death or soul level reset. Your energy field is expanding. The, the universe has hit refresh on your spiritual software. Now, as the dust settles, you're surrounded by visions, signs, and potential paths, maybe new teachers, modalities, or mystical insights. But this is the in between, a liminal phase where discernment is your best friend. It's as if Spirit is saying, you've shed the old shell, now choose carefully what new form your spirit will take. Guidance for this phase: ground daily, spend time in nature, move your body, and or do energy clearing practices to anchor all the new light codes. Yes, I said light codes. Journal your visions. Some will fade, others will repeat. Those recurring ones are likely Spirit's nudges. Journal your visions. Some will fade, others will repeat. Trust the timing. You don't have to pick your new path yet. Clarity will rise like mist at sunrise. So there you go. That's lovely. Oh, I missed a whole bunch. Oh, and I should be seeing what deck. Who is the Mystical Tarot by? Like the cat one? There's the Mystical Cat Tarot. Is that the one you're thinking of, Robin? The Mystical Cat Tarot is. No, I don't have the book here, so one second. I'm just going to look it up. It is by Weatherstone, Lunaia, Muller, and Mickey. Here, 1 second. And just, I'll show ya. Because there's two different ones by them too, I think. So I'm trying to find the one that is. Yeah? Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what they're all like different printings look like they're a little bit different. But there, and we'll go here, and we'll go do do do. Okay. Can I share my screen? Or is it going to be? Oh, how is it ever cooperative? I have like 6 tabs open. Whenever I've gone to share my screen before, I have one extra tab open and it takes like 12 years for it to load. And this time, it just does it automatically. That's crazy. Okay. Are you going to work? There, add to stage. Do, 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 do. So there it is. I will scroll up a little bit. So you can see something other than it being sold out. So there it is. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Robin. Anyone else who cares? If that's what you were even asking, and I hope that it was, because that's the mystical one. That's the only one with mystical in the title, I think. Do, 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 do. I love the Triskelion. Okay, so who wanted the next? Forgot the name. This isn't what I drew from though, because I think you had the ETs. Ooh. Oh, that's cool, Karen. Don't take my word for it. I'm just over here Googling words. And now I don't remember who wanted another card or who else wanted a card, I should say. What about your left nipple? Scooter wants it. Who's Scooter? Is your left nipple named Scooter? Is that Kim? Thank you. Is Kim still here? Let me cheat and go over here. Do, 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 do. Kim is not here. Well, hopefully she comes back. I'm sorry, Kim. Oh, okay, like the what do they call them? Court cards. Oh, there she is. Well, how come? How are you lurking? It told me that you weren't here. You weren't on the list. Cat Tarot. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, this chair is killing my back, and I'm gonna order a new chair soon. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh my God, there's just cards everywhere, all different kinds. We're all wondering about your left nipple, Scotty. Is it okay? The left one is the one that I have pierced, just in case anyone wanted to know that. But you know what? It's actually a good story. Because I thought I had found a lump and it freaked me out. And I don't know if I was mistaken or if I fixed it because I started doing all of these protocols in my paranoia. But it seemed to have gone away. So, but yeah, so then I realized like that's the one that's a little bit smaller that I don't like as much. And I thought maybe I don't give it enough love. So I thought I'll decorate it. So that's why I did it. The herd's on the move out there. Yes, they would pose a problem for breastfeeding. Someone once told me that if you have your nipples pierced and then you go to breastfeed, that they have to like re-poke the hole so that the milk can come out. Is that true? 11:22. I'm gonna shuffle these for hours apparently. Okay, let's concentrate. Okay. The Seven of Earth and Good Kitty, both upside down. So is it just that my cards are, no, they're just mixed. Okay, so they're both reversed. No, okay, well that's good. Just one of those old wives' tales about nipple piercings. Okay, so Good Kitty. What's 20? Is 20 judgment or justice? I can never remember. I think Good Kitty is judgment. 20 in judgment. Okay. All right. It might depend too, like, you know, how good a job the piercer did as to whether it affects breastfeeding or not, right? If it goes right through or not, maybe. Karen. Those sound really cool. Oh, my throat's making weird noises. Sorry. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so we've got Seven of Earth. Now it's reversed, but here it is, right side up. So he's looking there. He's waiting. He's waiting for something. So is that one out there? And reversed for it. Ooh, I do love that tree up there. And then Good Kitty, which is Judgment. And Servant of Earth. Sorry, guys. And Good Kitty slash Judgment. And reversed. All right. It's all right. Let's get this show on the road. The body does heal. Heals and detoxes. I never got a tongue piercing. That one I wasn't brave enough for. That's funny, Kim. He doesn't look very judgmental, though. He's more like though it is the Judgment card, just um, the meaning of it makes it like he's a good kitty. That's how he's been judged. Okay. So, oof, it says. The Seven of Earth reversed and Good Kitty Judgment reversed. In the Mystical Cat Tarot, that's a combo that purrs softly but with claws under the fluff. It's calling you to pause and reevaluate something that's gotten energetically tangled. Let's unpack this feline style. So upright, Seven of Earth reversed. So upright, this card is all about patience, tending your garden, and trusting divine timing. The farmer cat waiting for her seeds to sprout. Reversed, though, it often means frustration with the pace of growth or feeling like the effort you've poured into something isn't yielding the results you hoped for. Spiritually, that might look like feeling stuck or impatient in your progress, wondering, am I even on the right path anymore? Needing to pause and reassess where your energy is going. Maybe you've been watering too many things at once or the wrong garden entirely. This card reversed says, take a breath, little gardener. Growth happens underground first. And Good Kitty reversed. This is the wake up call card in the Mystical Cat Tarot. The moment of karmic reflection where cats and humans are asked to see themselves clearly and choose renewal. Reversed, though, it can mean avoiding self-evaluation or being too harsh in judgment. Either not forgiving yourself or ignoring the nudge to rise to the next level of awareness. It's like the spirit softly pawing your shoulder. It's like spirit softly pawing your shoulder saying, hey, you've grown more than you realize. Don't hide under the bed now. There's a hesitation here, maybe fear of change or of facing something you already sense deep down. Together, this pairing is deeply reflective. It suggests a spiritual checkpoint where you're being asked to look at what's not growing, not to shame yourself, but to see what needs releasing or redirection. You may be lingering in self-doubt or guilt, good kitty reversed, while feeling frustrated that your spiritual or creative work isn't bearing fruit, Seven of Earth reversed. But the truth is, you're in an incubation stage. The universe is quietly composting the old to make fertile ground for the new. So instead of pushing for results, these cards say forgive yourself for needing rest or clarity. Reflect on where your energy feels alive versus where it feels draining. Listen for that subtle inner meow that says, this is the real you, come home to it. Yeah. Then it always offers to pull more cards. And then it'll say, do you want one final card to address this? And I'll be like, yeah. And then, uh, and then that final card isn't a final card because it ends up asking more stuff. Or suggesting more. What's like farting in bed? Jeez. Scroll too fast and then the entire chat disappears. I have a side nose piercing. That was like my first, whatever. But they still did it with a gun because I was like 18 and it was 1994. Oh, Linda Jean. I don't know how much longer I'll be here. I'm starting to fade a little bit. A little bit, not too bad. I could have slept more last night, but I get to sleep in tomorrow. Well, sort of, right? Because we got Truth Wave, and then I think I work at 12:30, so I can probably go back to sleep after for a little bit. Yes, that is the septum piercing. Who's he calling elderly? Excuse me? Scotty, get the fuck out. Yeah, that was a good one, Kim. Sorry, I'm just because the chat stayed way up there, so I'm just trying to get here. If I had a navel piercing, I'd never see it again. You can see you're right. Oh, you're right. Yes. Yeah, my ears are drooping. And I have this one. And that was the first one she did. And then she ended up doing another one um, shortly after she did mine. And she told me it would last for 2 years. And it has been, it's 2025, and I moved here in 2001. So it's been about 25 years. And she told me 2. So I got my money's worth on this one. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, my poor back. Yeah, I bet you're right, Scotty. It's pumpkin pie. That's my guess, too. I don't know what made me think of it. We were talking about weird piercings one night, my friends and I. Thought, well, that would be a fun place. And I was like, I'm doing it. So if it's not like a complete like I have to have the kind that just has no ball on it, no like because otherwise it gets caught on things and that's annoying. So it has to be a smooth, like no frills kind of thing. I had one with the like a ring with the little gemstone kind of, well, fake one in there, and if it hit something, sometimes that little thing would go flying way out. Oh, what are we talking about? I gotta scroll back. We've got some gossip on Millie again. Oh. Well, who knew that Millie was all wild and crazy? Learn something new every day. Oh, Kim's on her way. Good night, Kim. Yes, get a tattoo, Karen. They're they're addictive. Be forewarned, but they're pretty awesome. Yeah, Robin, I used to wear a bindi, but I wore it for spiritual reasons because I was very, very into Hinduism at the time. And I had some sparkly fancy ones, and then I had some just like the just dot kind of ones as well. No, prison tattoos aren't the same. I did my own like little lotus flower in henna on the palm of my hand at one point. I wouldn't call that the dark side, just the surprising side. Oh, I'm missing stuff again. See, I try to catch up and then I just end up farther behind. Okay. What's your tattoo, Angela? And why is it weird that you only have one? Because they're addictive and you know they are. And you have more self control than I do. 50 tattoos? Is that what we're talking about? I think so. Hmm. Oh, that's fun. It's kind of true. I find them addictive. Yes, please show us next time. I'm just gonna end up with the shedding all over the place. Shedding, I said, with a D. Two D's, in fact. Oh, that would be fun, Karen. I don't find them all that painful, but it always depends where you get it too. My tattoo artist warned me about the one on my chest, but I didn't find it painful. I did find it hard not to breathe, which was not something that I had thought of when I decided to get it there. It's like, oh yeah, that's where I breathe, so that's going to be awkward. Oh, something planty. Oh, mine would be nice. They're so easy now because they put on that second skin stuff and and it heals so easily. For me, the one that hurt the most wasn't the full tattoo, but when I had this one done, this piece right here, the one on the most sensitive part, like the outline was there, but it peeled right off. So I had to go get it touched up, and that was the most pain I think I've almost ever known, not counting when I broke my arm, maybe. But that was like tattooing right on the scar tissue, right on the tattoo, was just ridiculous. And in that spot was not fun. Oh, high five. No children, never married too. But I do have piercings and tattoos and lots of cats. Yeah, I could see that being a problem, Karen, because alcohol is a blood thinner. You also don't make the best decisions when you've been drinking. I know that's, I think, part of it, right? Because if you're signing a contract and you're under the influence of something, I think there's something there. 11:44. I don't think I'll try that, Scotty. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Good point, Linda Jean. What do those three colors mean? Trista on one's forehead. The three colors. Red means married. Like you're talking about the bindi, right? Red means married. I don't know any others. I don't think the others have specific meanings. I think they're just pretty. Yeah, well, yeah, it's both, I think. So they also will ask you not to take painkillers like aspirin or whatever before. And blood thinning it's a real problem. It can be. Did I tell you guys that story last time or at some point? Spork is meowing at the sink. Yeah, I love bindis. I wore them pretty consistently for years. And then everyone assumed that I was married to an Indian man. And I'm like, no, it's not why I do this. Oh yes, my story about bleach. See, I just get so off topic. So I discovered that, well, okay, kind of discovered, because like, I don't know how accurate it is. A bindi is the dot that you put on your forehead. Well, I know a lot about Hinduism, and that's not ringing a bell, but that doesn't mean I know everything, so I'll have to look it up after. I just know the red. So yeah, so I took my blood pressure at like Shoppers Drug Mart. Shoppers Drug Mart is like a pharmacy here that's also where I, buy most of my essentials. But anyway, so took my blood pressure and it was really high. And I was like, okay, well that's not good. And so I was like, well, I just worked all day, right? So then I came back another day and it just wasn't really very good. So I thought, okay, well, I'm not worried about it, but maybe I should do something. So I started taking a whole bunch of stuff for blood pressure. And so I was taking like garlic and tons of garlic. And I mean like supplement form. So you're getting many cloves in like one capsule kind of deal. Choline. What else was I taking? I was taking a lot of choline. Beetroot. I don't know if that has blood thinning properties, but like all of these blood thinning things, and I'm just throwing everything at it that I can. And I felt really good. Like I could breathe properly for once in my life. And the problem, like if I got on I shouldn't be doing ladders, right? So I get up on a ladder and I'm like, I shouldn't be up here. I'm a little dizzy. But anyway, but other than that, I felt fantastic. And then I was shaving my legs and I got this little nick and it would not stop bleeding. And so I held it and, tried to stop it for quite some time and then put a band-aid on it and it like soaked through the band-aid, changed the band-aid and soaked through it again. And I think I just left it that time because it had reached a state where it was okay. And then I went to change the band-aid the next day and it just started all over again. And I was like, okay, so this is why multiple blood thinners are a bad thing. Because, yeah. And I mean, if I had been in a car accident or something, that would have been absolutely terrible. So, yeah. Yeah. So that was me and my blood thinning experience. But I felt so good. I mean, I probably should have just cut back instead of just like scrapping the idea completely. Yeah, it was so tiny and it was crazy. Yeah, careful, Scotty, because like so many natural things will thin your blood. So if you take supplements, you have to be really, really careful if you're on blood thinners. Okay, so I missed something in a story Mary was telling, apparently. That's an interesting place to jump into the conversation. And we're going to scroll back a little bit. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Oh, pardon me. Oh, yellow, red. Yeah, I'm not sure of. I haven't worked with Hanuman, so I'm not really up on that. Oh, there we go again. Oh my goodness. Do, do, do. Okay, well, I didn't see the beginning of that story, if that was a story. So I guess. I don't smoke joints. I smoke from a pipe, just a regular pipe. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I 2 hours and 40 minutes almost. I don't know what happens. I just go on and then the time just goes. And yes, yeah, more control. That's exactly why I use that. Yeah, I smoke until I feel it basically, and maybe another couple, but because I do it more for my migraines than anything. Well, now it's nice like before meditation and stuff. Definitely helps with the visuals. But I can smoke too much way too easily, which is why I just want pipe. I can have just a nice little. Oh my God, 3 since you've been here? That's craziness, Scotty. Oh, that's fun, Victor. It does go quickly. But I only have 20 hours of free streaming a month, apparently. And then I thought last time, I thought that was my last day, but it was actually the first day of my next timing period. So, whoops. So hopefully I got enough time to get through the month. Might have to start paying for a StreamYard. Or maybe you could just use different ones, right? When I ran out of time here, then I can just use a different streaming platform, I would imagine. As long as you remember your name, Scotty, you're okay. There was one time my friend and I, so we got, I think, brownies, and the girl I got them from was like, half. You eat half. You do not eat more than half. You're going to want to eat more than half. Do not eat more than half. It's going to take a while. It's okay. Just hang in there. It's coming. So, my friend and I each eat a half, and then we wait for it was probably 50 minutes. Like it was almost an hour. And he's like, I'm having the other half. And I was like, don't do it. And he's like, no, it's fine. Like, it's fine. And, and I argued, whatever. So, and then right after he ate that other half, I swear within like 3 minutes, it kicked in. And I was like, and I was furniture, like just, and I'm like, you're in trouble, dude. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. So we each had a couch and we just laid there, and that was the evening. Just, and then at one point, I felt really bad for him because I'm like, I can't move, I can't do anything. I am really just uncomfortable and not having fun at all. But then I worried about him. Like, he had double what I had. I can't even imagine. And I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, do you need anything, like water or something? And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because I just felt like I should offer, but I don't know if I'd be able to get up and actually get it. Oh my goodness, Angela. That's crazy. Maui Wowie. There were some macadamia nuts that I love. The brand, they had different flavors, and the ones that were, or maybe it's the brand. Is the brand Maui Wowie? I think that might be it. Yeah, like totally. And I was a little nauseous too. I haven't had it in a lot of food. Back in the day, my roommates tried to make it into like a spaghetti sauce, but I didn't get anything off of that. Yeah, exactly. Just close your eyes. There was a product here. So there's a company called Cananda, and they do like their main product is CB2, which is like CBD but derived from other things that aren't weed. So like they take other botanicals or whatever, make terpenes or terpenes from the botanicals, put them together, and then they have like an essential oil blend, and they have a blend that's like in hemp oil. What's my point? Oh, that they had a product. It doesn't exist anymore, sadly, but it was called Enhanced Effect. And it was intended for people who use cannabis as medicine so that you don't have to take tolerance breaks. So they were like tiny little things with little nubules on them that you'd have to like twist off, and then there was essential oils inside that you would smell. So you'd smell that before you smoke, and then it would increase, or sorry, decrease your tolerance so that you'd get higher. And yeah, and I didn't want that, so I didn't try it because I have a hard enough time just staying where I want to be. But I had a sample, so I gave them to a friend, and yeah, she said it really worked. So that was cool. Now it doesn't exist. So that's unfortunate. Oh no, number 8 in the major arcana. And it's funny because the first thing that popped in my head was in tissue salts, number 8 is Magphos. That's not what you mean. Okay, so 8 in the major arcana is do 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 do. Okay, come on. Load the damn page. Strength. It is strength. I can feel my hair growing on Shelly's cakes. Like, are you sprinkling your hair on there? Yeah, I don't like edibles for that reason. I'll occasionally have like gummies or whatever, but more so just when I have to because I can't smoke. Like if like last time I had a sore throat, that's what I did. And but then it's hard because I either have not enough or way too much, and there's just no happy medium. And that's when I just have to like take it and go to sleep. I don't understand that sentence, and it's really making me uneasy about your hair on Shelly's cakes. Oh, you're so freaking cute, baby girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, I just love you so much. So Mary, I just kind of like feel into whatever. I haven't, I mean, I could try to focus in for your health. Yeah, right now would not be a great idea because I'm like half baked and tired and drained. But yeah, I could try and see if like to ask something health related to come up. I've never done that before, so that would be fun. It might not happen. We'll see. Because usually it's just kind of whatever appears. Mm. Yeah, it would be the lion. The strength card is usually the lion. Did you see or do you remember? Oh, I love this card so much. Incoming nudity, everybody. Oh, look, it even knew. It's like that was so easy to find. That's in the witchy cards that I have. I love her. And then in the cat ones, I love the cat one too because it looks like Tulsi. Do, 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 do. I just love this guy. I just love him. He's so cute. He's so determined. There's chaos behind him, and he is like, fuck you guys. I am out of here. There she is. There's my little Tulsi. So there's my other favorite strength card. That's him having strength or her with all the birds there. And she's just like, it's okay. I won't eat you. Cat with a plan. Well, guys, I should probably go. It's 3 hours again. So, you know. And I should go to bed. I have round 2 of sale day, but I only have a 6 hour shift. So that's great. It'll go by fast. And then my paycheck will be just beautiful. Ah, thankfully I've had a little bit, I mean, not as much as normal for Reiki, but thankfully I've had a few clients. So, yes, yeah. Thanks for coming, neighbor. And I looked up where you were. You're like halfway to Calgary, right? That's what it looked like. Oh no, we have incoming energy tomorrow. Oh fuck. Yeah, sale day. And today we almost didn't have Wi-Fi for sale day, so that would have been fun. And what we ended up having to do is plug in Kim's phone as like the hotspot. And so that's what we were doing for the morning, and then eventually it got fixed. But it was the whole block, and I knew that yesterday because I tried to sign in to like the cannabis store next door to their Wi-Fi, and that also wouldn't work. And I'm like, okay, it's not just us; it's the whole complex. And our boss was in denial that it was the whole complex, and she kept telling us to call Andre and have him fix it, like our IT guy. And he's like, "There's nothing I can do. This is just over my head." So anyway, but then they came back and it was okay. So thankfully, because sale days are stressful enough, and we don't need that garbage. I don't know what that means, Scotty. Do, 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 do. Closer to me than Calgary. Okay, well, wish me luck with new energy tomorrow because I'm a little scared. Today was okay-ish, but every sale day is a toss-up as to what's going to go down. But usually customers are in really good moods. They're just draining, but a nice short little shift, that should go by fast. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I love you so much, and thanks for the encouragement to come on, because that helps, because I never know if anyone cares, and I'm like looking at this going like, it was boring. I just sat here and read the chat. So thanks for enjoying that anyway. Love you, and have a wonderful night, and happy Halloween Eve. And yeah, love you lots. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being my friend. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. Do, do, do. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Do, 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 do.